Welcome back. At some point, almost everyone has painted something around their house, but which is the best way to go about it? Here's this week's Angie's List report. Does your house need a new paint job? 16% of Angie's List members recently surveyed says theirs does. Before you break out the brushes, though, you need to see today's Angie's List report. Interior painting is one of the cheapest and easiest ways to change the look of your home. Outside, it's not that cheap or easy. Think thousands versus hundreds. You also have other things to consider. Will you spray or roll? What happens if someone gets hurt or damages the house? And how do you get reliable bids?
When getting your estimate on exterior painting, be sure to ask the painters what type of process they're going to use. If they plan to spray the home, it's going to use more paint. If they're going to roll it, it'll likely take longer. This will allow you to compare apples to apples when comparing estimates.
Angie says not to bother with a company that wants to give you an estimate over the phone. Get at least 3 reputable companies that'll come to your home who will provide a thorough estimate and tell you who's actually doing the work. Angie says to ask about that to ensure you're not the one reliable for the crew.
And a lot of times, that crew doesn't have workman's comp insurance, doesn't carry liability insurance, which leaves the homeowner unprotected in the event that something may happen.
Another question to ask is how they'll get the paint on the house. Todd Cartmill prefers brushing and rolling over standard spraying, but knows a lot of customers prefer the faster spraying process.
As long as the spray application is back brush and back rolled and the paint's applied at the correct thickness, it's really no different than the brush and roll application only.
Regardless of the application method, professional painters say paint quality is key and that a premium product is well worth the cost. Applied correctly, you may not have to buy paint again for another 12 years. If you live in an older home, there's a safety issue to be aware of.
If your home was built before 1978, it is possible that your home has lead paint, and there are federal regulations about proper procedures to be used when painting your home. When you're hiring a painter and they don't bring up these regulations, you should get another painter.
According to the Angie's List Blue Book pricing guide, expect to pay between $2,700 to $4,100 for a 1,500 square foot single-story home with a 2-car garage. Angie says you may save some money by purchasing the paint yourself. Some painters charge a fee for buying it, but others will let you use their paint at a discounted price. Or you could do it yourself.